I've got to the point in life, after thinking about this and studying it for many years, that I have absolute assurity that the Genesis story, the Genesis account of creation, is the most accurate, sensible, and believable account of creation there is. I started off believing evolution was the most sensible thing, and I just assumed it was true. I just assumed there was overwhelming evidence for it. And I remember one time when I went to a church meeting, I began to develop some faith, but I was sure evolution was still true. And I remember a specific meeting where a man came in and began to say that the Genesis story was the real story of creation. And it made me angry. I assumed that anybody who could believe in the Genesis story literally was uneducated or just blinded by faith. And I had all I could do not to holler out some insults and run from the room. But what it did to me was it got me to begin to study the situation. And I assumed that I would very quickly find that what my beliefs in evolution were the right way, that the evidence would be overwhelming. But what really happened was, as I began to look at it with a fresh piece of paper, so to speak, everything began to fall apart. Everything I'd assumed was overwhelming and deep and comprehensive turned out to be thin and more difficult to believe. So slowly but surely, I became a creationist. And I actually now see evolution as kind of a, and remember, I love science. I was an operating scientist. I believe in science. But that belief in science has actually led me away from evolution and toward creation.